The fun thing about Invincible, and I've noticed this, it tolerates a lot. You know what I mean? Like the fun thing, it's the funnest thing about writing for the show is you can throw so much stuff at the show, so many different styles of music, so many as minimal as you want, as big as you want, and it just seems to gobble it all up. And you have a hard time musically destroying the show. I mean, it really can handle a lot. So what that does is it really allows you to be as experimental as you want to be. You want to be a little bit retro-y, you can be retro-y. You want to be, very hybrid-y and big and cinematic, you can be hybrid, big, and cinematic. You want to throw hip-hop vibe in there, you can do. I mean, we have episodes that are like throwback Star Trek vibe, like you can just do a lot of fun things with the show, and it seems to really be able to handle it. And I've worked on shows in the past where it can only take so much, or you got to be really careful with what you can do with it. But Invincible, I think because of the way the show is and because the audience is so trained, the shock value of the show is pretty high. The audience accepts a lot. So it is a really fun show in that regard to work on. So when it comes to those moments, kind of back to your original question, you do have a lot of options at your fingertips, and it seems like you could do anything for it. The one thing the show doesn't tolerate is just boring.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, that is the one thing of the show and that's why a lot of moments where we would normally just kind of wallpaper with music or fill with time, just because, you always get like, oh, it feels like we need something here to move it along. We rather just not score it because usually that music tends to be a little bit boring. So we always side on the idea of I would rather have the audience feel a little bit uncomfortable than have them feel snoozy or like they're going to fall asleep watching the show.